So tomorrow is a big day for the South African Social Security Agency, who are gearing up for a major rollout. September the 1st, with around 80% of its offices nationwide expected to implement a new beneficiary biometric enrollment system. Designed to curb fraud and strengthen the integrity of the grant system, the initiative marks a significant step in modernizing social welfare services. However, concerns are mounting over whether the system will be ready in time and whether or not it will inconvenience beneficiaries for the week's rollout. Here to make sense of it all, I'm joined by Paseka Letsatsi, who is the spokesperson of the agency, the South African Social Security Agency. Paseka, good afternoon, and thank you for your time. Status update with a couple of hours really to go, less than 24 hours to go before the system goes live. Are you ready on your side, and what is this system?
Good afternoon, Sizwe, and thanks for having me. We can, with confidence, say we are basically ready to roll out the biometric enrollment system for both the employees of Sassa and the beneficiaries. And we just want to basically make it very clear to Sizwe, because we have seen that there's a confusion which has been spread on social media, that the biometric enrollment system, it's meant for people who are coming for the first time to make an application at the Sassa office.
So that's an important point because it's in the name, isn't it? It says biometric enrollment system. So nothing changes. Is that what you are saying? Nothing changes for those who are already receiving grants, but for anyone new coming into the system, you will be needing their biometrics.
No, definitely, and thanks for that, the enrollment part, which we have just explained to Leslie, because somebody just decided to spread wrong information, but you're quite right, it's only for those who are coming to make an application. When we need to talk to people who are already within the system, there is a way in which you will be able to communicate with them. So nobody must be confused. Nobody who is part of Sassa, who has been enrolled, must wake up tomorrow and come to Sassa and say that they were told that they must come and do biometric enrollment.
And I'm going to insist that we go over this point one more time, Paseka, because disinformation, misinformation tends to spread faster than the truth. So what in essence are you saying to people who are already receiving one form of a social grant or another, from the elderly, people with disabilities, child support grant, care dependency grant, social relief of distress grant, whichever grant? What is the message from you to them in relation to the situation around biometrics? Do they need to come and get their biometrics done?
We are simply saying to all Sassa beneficiaries who have been getting their grants, they must not come to a Sassa office to come and do the biometrics. They will get their money. They are safe. We are only starting from tomorrow. When you come to a Sassa office to make an application, a new application, you will be expected to use the biometrics.
All right. So let's talk about the system then. What will you be requiring new applicants for social grants to do? What exactly is this biometric system and how will it work?
There's nothing new that we are requiring to in terms of any documents. We just need people to bring what is needed from them, which is the ID, their bank statements, if they have the bank statements, or if they've got assets. And only thing that we are going to do, because people have been coming to Sassa offices to make an application with the old green ID book, which we think that it's easy to commit fraud with it. So the only thing that is going to happen is that when you come, you will be expected to do the fingerprint just to verify with the Department of Home Affairs if indeed the person who's here with a Sassa official, it's Tula Sizwe. It's not somebody else who comes there to claiming to be Tula Sizwe, who has removed the picture from the ID purporting to be the wrong person.
But in terms of your systems, how ready are you? Because we've seen, Paseka, in the past where you had one process or another that ultimately and perhaps unintentionally on your side ends up leading to queues building up. How can you guarantee that we won't see queues of people unable to be enrolled onto the social grant system timeously because there's a hold-up with these biometric processes that you are undertaking?
Thanks for that, Thulas. I think what we have been saying, in fact, it's for the past 8 years, Thulas, that we've been struggling to implement this program. The reason why we've been struggling is because we had to make a broader consultation. There were misunderstandings. We had to be patient to make sure that we engage with labor so that people understand. But secondly, from where we are, we think we may not want to make beneficiaries, especially those who are coming for the first time, to panic. We think that the system would work. It has been piloted as Thulas reason. We are not starting tomorrow as a big bang. We piloted the project in 4 provinces so that we are able to see if the system will be able to cope with a large number of people.
And then when we're talking biometrics, what exactly are we talking about here? Because I imagine that in your environment, you need to cater for all sorts of scenarios, people with various disabilities and conditions that perhaps may not match some of the machines that you'll be wanting to use. So what exactly will you be taking onto the system as biometric data?
We expect people to have, will be actually dealing with their fingerprints. And the reason why we do that, Thulas, is because our system works, it's interlinked to the Department of Home Affairs. So if you come present yourself and deal with the issues of the fingerprint, would be able to link or verify if in this person is the correct one. But obviously, the question which you asked, we know that we may have people who are frail, who may be, which the situation may be very difficult for us to be able to take the fingerprints. There are specific measures which have been put in place to make sure that those individuals, which we think it can be a very big number of people, our staff members are able to attend to them, because you might find a person with some fingerprints which are problematic to be verified. But from where we are, the system is ready to make sure that we protect the public purse.
And Paseka, you doing this alongside the other bit of work that you've been doing around verifying incomes of a select over 210,000, over 200,000 people that you had identified. Firstly, before we talk about how it all comes together, what's the update you can give on that front?
There are people, Thulas, who came forward to say, in actual fact, I was not aware that I have to present myself before Sassa if there's an extra income. We say kudos to them. This is what we want. We actually want a cooperation between us as an organization and the public. We do not want a situation where we fight with people, we call the police and accuse them that they have defrauded the system. So far, the processes have been very much cordial, but we still want to request those individuals who are still sitting, who have not presented themselves to a Sassa office, to please do so if they get the information only to Lasizo. Again, let me just clarify it so that it doesn't cause confusion. Only if Sassa has been in contact with you to say, please come forward. You may come to a Sassa office. Don't wake up tomorrow and say, we were told that we must come to a Sassa office to do the verification. Wait for a letter or an SMS which will come from us, and therefore you can then be able to present yourself.
Leads me to the next question then, Paseka. It seems to me that you are undertaking quite a number of initiatives around the social grants system all at the same time. Is that the best approach to do this, causing quite a fair amount of upheaval within the system, in that you've got this one stream of work that has to do with income verification, now you're doing biometric data, and from time to time you hear concerns about people not being paid on time. Is it wise, is it advisable for you to be doing all of this work all at the same time, causing varying degrees of upheaval within the system at the same time?
We don't have a choice. We have to do it. We have to make sure that those who are in the system are people who are deserving. In actual fact, we have agreed with National Treasury that we will implement these measures to make sure that we save the public purse to Lesizwe. We may have had people who have been enrolled in the system who have been getting money when they are not supposed to. Hence, we have done everything possible to make sure that we pump up money in terms of technological wise to make sure that we stand or we are advanced so that we are able to make sure that people are helped. We, from where we are to Lesizwe, we don't think our system will crash, but obviously technology, it's technology. There may be problems, but I may not come here and want to preempt that will cause problems. I'm sitting here and I think I'm talking to you with confidence that what we are doing is correct, and it will make sure that the systems are correct. People who are enrolled are correct people.
All right, let's leave it there for this afternoon. Thank you for your time. Paseka Letsatsi is the spokesperson of the South African Social Security Agency, talking about the biometric system is for enrollment only, and I think it's worth emphasizing. So if you are applying for a new grant, it affects you. But if you are already in the system, receiving one grant or another, as Paseka was saying, you don't need to do anything in as far as submitting biometrics is concerned.